Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. My Facebook Live. I'm just now going live. We're going to do a live New Year's Day tarot reading. Thanks to all you guys who checked out my New Year's Eve tarot recording with my astrological predictions for 2026. Thanks for checking that out, you guys. Yeah, so I'm going to get started here. I've already shuffled my cards somewhat. I'm going to give them a little bit more of a shuffle while I wait for a couple people to get on here. I invited my cousin Jared in particular. I'm kind of hoping he'll see that I'm on live and that he'll hop on. Nobody's on here yet. Not surprising. I mean, it's New Year's Day. I'm wondering because I don't, you guys, I'm also going to go do a TikTok live. I also, so I've been working this morning on the computer putting together a New Year's challenge for everybody that I'm going to put out there. I'm so excited about it. Oh, somebody's joined us. Welcome, you guys. So, hoping to see my cousin Jared pop on here. I'm going to be doing just a live New Year's Day tarot reading to follow up my New Year's Eve reading I did yesterday. Check out my YouTube channel. Let's see what we need to hear for New Year's Day. All right. So I'm trying to see. Oh, and I got another person on here, but I don't know if it's Jared. And you guys, it's so hard for me to see what's what. Hi, Sue Anderson. I see you. Happy New Year, Wolf Lady. I love you. I see you saw my picture up in Yosemite when my son got married recently. It's nice to see you here. Happy New Year. I'm about to do a really quick New Year's Day live tarot reading here on Facebook Live. And then I'm going to pop over to TikTok. But also by the end of the day today, I'm going to be posting a New Year's challenge for social media challenge for everyone. So do be looking out for that. And make sure you guys, if you haven't followed me yet on YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, don't forget to smash those like buttons and hit those follows. It helps me a lot. I'm really hoping Jared's going to join. I'm waiting for him to pop on, but I'm not going to wait. I'm going to start this reading. My cousin Jared posts an awful lot of social media things. He's got quite the following. And he posted a New Year's Eve video last night that just made my heart just go out to him and want to reach out to him. And I see another person's coming on. I'm really hoping Jared pops on here also. I know he follows me and watches my stuff, and I follow him and watch his. And he's really more like a brother, you guys, this cousin. I mean, I lived with him for a while as a young girl when he was little, and so we're more like siblings almost than cousins. I see 3 people on now. I'm really hoping Jared joins us. All right, get ready to start this live tarot reading for New Year's Day. Let's do this. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say to us. I'm not going to do an astrological overview. I did a really big one in last night's video, so do go to my YouTube channel and check out Tarot with Kat, and check out my 2026 astrological predictions if you guys haven't listened to it or watched it yet. There are big, 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 big energetic things happening in 2026. So do check that out. We're going to just go straight into our tarot reading. So we're going to use our Smith. I'm going to start us out properly and clear this energy. It's just a little ritual of mine that helps me, okay? But I go through every time. But this is going to be a reading for New Year's Day 2026 for anyone who's watching and anyone who needs to hear this. All right, here we go. Using our Smith weight deck as usual. We're going to get our who we are here on this New Year's Day in our heart. That's too many. And we'll see which one does it want to be. Right there. Oh, 6 wands. So we're coming up in the heart of our spread with the 6 of wands. I'll explain this in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and lay down our Celtic cross spread. Now I got 4 people watching. Hi, you guys. I don't know if Jared's on here. You guys, let me swing around real quick and let me open up my chat area. Try not to mess anything up. Oh, no, I don't want that. You know what, you guys? I need to get better at this stuff so that I can have like the chat open on the side. I'm not that experienced at the Facebook Live, but Jared, you'll have to message me. I'll see your message come up. If you're on watching, you can send me a text message and it'll pop up at the top of my screen temporarily and I'll see that it's you. All right, we're coming up as the Six of Wands. Crossing us as our challenge, obstacle, or awareness. We're being crossed by another six, the Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Double sixes at the heart. I'll explain what that means energetically in just a minute, but it's very exciting for me. Down below us in our subconscious tool shed, we have a Two of Cups. Stepping out of our past, immediate past, the Strength card, the eighth major arcana. Crowning us in our crown chakra. Oh my gosh, you guys, another six. The Six of Cups in our crown. That's gorgeous. That's so beautiful for New Year's Day. Stepping into the immediate future. Three swords. Yeah, okay. That's because of change. That's normal. That's to be expected. Ain't no thing. Down here, us in our environment right now, this week, currently, I think we're still feeling this Four of Pentacles. This came up in last night's The Four of Pentacles, in our immediate past. And so now I feel like this is going to be coming up for us again, like this week, currently, or in our environment. And then the environment around us is giving us this Three of Pentacles situation. Lots of Pentacles and Cups, a little bit of swords. And we got wands in the heart too. So we got passion as well. Okay, in our hopes and fears sector here, oh, we got a bonus pixie card. We got the lovers and creativity along with two swords, choices, decisions to be made. And then and we got a two here. So we got a couple of twos in our spread, lots of sixes, which I love. Three and Four of Pentacles. And then in our potential final outcome is this Seven of Cups here. Lots of beautiful options, the world opening up and lots of options opening up, which could lead to some um, analysis paralysis, not being sure of what to choose, what of all these options that are in front of you. We'll pull another clarification confirmation card from my Arcanum deck, and we're going to read it either upright or reversed, whichever. I feel like it wants to be that one right there. So we'll keep that hidden until the end of this reading, you guys. If I really want to, we'll pull some clarification cards. I'm not going to pull any oracle cards today, but I do have a couple other writer decks up here that we can use to further clarify if we want to. All right, so today, all these sixes, first of all, let's talk about the sixes. Two sixes in our heart and the six above us. So I love the sixes. They're wonderful energy sixes. They're the sixes are fives are always off balance, off. It's a negative backward pull, kind of a backward sucking energy frequency that usually pulls us back into cycles that are old. And so the sixes are when we've passed that, and it's like an energetic shift, and you come back into balance and you find your momentum, and you're getting some momentum, positive momentum again. And so that's gorgeous. We've got the Six of Hearts in our spread, which represents victory, triumph, accolades, finally being recognized for some stuff, and being able to finally enjoy some celebration and things in our life. And then also crossing us as an awareness is the Six of Pentacles. So Pentacles have to do with health, wealth, finances, and this is the card of charity, of giving back. You're finally past that 3, 4, 5 of Pentacles. Four. We'll talk about the 3 and 4 in a minute, and then the 5 is the worst before you flip that switch, like I said, and get to the 6, where you're flush enough that you can like give back now. So we are doing well enough now that we can start giving back, and we need to be aware of that. That's very important to keep doing that, to keep the flow going in the right direction, and not be the Four of Pentacles. We want to be the Six of Pentacles. That's our challenge, because we're feeling the 4. So this is why the 6 is coming up as our challenge this week. This is super important, you guys. Super important energetically. Okay, so we're being crossed by the Six of Pentacles because we're feeling like the Four of Pentacles. I mentioned this in last night's reading, where He's clutching his coins. This is the feeling of scarcity and lack, being worried about finances, worried about not to pay you. And it all comes from a false narrative that we have all learned over millennia, over generations, that things are hard, resources are limited. We got to, if I give you some of mine, I'll have less for me, and all of that stuff. That's this four of coins. He's clutching them. As long as you're clutching tight to that mentality and that belief system, you're never going to be able to be super abundant and be bringing it all in, because your hands are clutched and not open to receive. So it's so true. And if you think about energy, if you understand it all, because I teach energy and magnetism in my fourth grade class, and if you understand energy, once you have that energetic tipping point, you really, if you keep giving it more, you get more. It's a little counterintuitive, but it's true. So you're feeling this in your environment, but your challenge is to remember that that is an illusion, that the universe is abundant and infinite. And when we give, if we encounter somebody who needs more than us, and we have it, and in that moment they need it, give it. That is gonna that is gonna cause such an energetic shift and flow in a positive direction for so many. Imagine if everybody did that, you guys, for real. All right, so we're being crossed by another six, and we have more sixes. Like, where's our above us? We've got a six of cups. So all of this is just telling me that we've shifted in this new year, shifted energy from all that negative energy to a more positive flow. I feel like that's where we're all headed. We're bringing with us this connection, this two of cups, this making connections on a heart level, on a real and authentic level, connecting with each other. This is key. We all need to remember again how alike we all are, how we have way more in common than we have different. It's these social media echo chambers and algorithms and stuff, and people who aren't aware of them, that cause this separation in it when there is none. There is no separation. And so we're bringing with us that knowledge and that ability to connect to people, and that understanding that that's everything, that we are collective consciousness, that we're all distant cousins who haven't met yet. So that's awesome. We're bringing that with us as part of us. So we're stepping out of strength, our eighth major arcana, the strength card, because we've been on this journey. We've been traveling along this journey for so long, and we have had to battle. She follows the chariot. We've been pushing and, trying to keep things balanced out, balancing the yin and the yang, and all of that to keep the energy flow going. And then we've had to have strength to get through a lot of the stuff that we've had to deal with. People we've lost. We've lost so many recently. I see you, Sue, still watching. I love you. I love you. Makes me think of Sue. I'm going to try not to cry, you guys. Love you, Sue. I'm working on Don Zanatini's memorial video right now. Anyway, we've lost a lot of people. We've had a lot of things we've had to cope with, that we've had to have strength to get through, right? That's in our immediate past. It's something we're stepping out of. It's great. It's made us stronger too. And then in our crown is our other six of cups, which is family. It's generational love. It's family get-togethers. It's reunions, high school reunions, Christmas get-togethers with family. It's um, maybe babies coming, grandkids. Um, yeah, and it's family celebrations and love and joy and reunion. It's a card of nostalgia, remembering all the fond things of the past. Gosh, I've had this in my crown. My daughter Cassandra for Christmas gave me a key that's a thumb drive, and her father digitized all the VHS tapes from like 1990. And I had forgot. This was lifetimes ago. I got to see myself when I was 21, and when the kids were babies, and it's just it was amazing. It was the most incredible gift for sure. So we've got that up there in our crown, because I think that's what we're focused on. That's what we really want to manifest. That connection, that love is where what we're thinking on right now. Stepping into our immediate future, Three of Swords is heartache. Hi, Sandy. I see you. Hi there. I'm just doing a real quick live spread for Facebook Live for New Year's Day. And then I'm going to hop on TikTok and do a TikTok live. And then I'm going to be posting also a New Year's challenge for people that I'm hoping people will take me up on. So I'm we're stepping into, though, in the very immediate future, so month of January, as we're going through all these transitions and shifts and changes and things, there's necessarily going to be some heartache. Three of Swords is mm, arguments, breakups, like sometimes like those friendships that maybe no longer, you guys just don't have it in common anymore. And you're, that's so normal. That's so normal to drift in and out of lives as our frequencies change and jive with each other and whatnot. So as we go into this new year and we're working on building this new vision we have for our lives moving forward, we can expect some of this. That's normal. Threes are also change. So whenever there's a change, it's sometimes normal to have a little of that heartache. And it's just how you honor that. Look at the change. We've got a three here too in the environment, and a three, three and three. So yeah, you're going through a change, likely learning something new. So now we're getting down to our staff. I've already explained that we're feeling the Four of Pentacles down below. This is us in our environment this week, feeling kind of stingy, worried, feeling like worried about money or finances or health, and worried about that lack. And we got to remember it's an illusion, because we're crossed as our awareness or challenged by the Six Pentacles, that to remind us that life is actually really abundant, and we need to keep giving and helping others in order to gain more abundance and more positive momentum, right? So it's okay that we're, as long as we recognize those thoughts. I feel like this is a time when we're going to recognize those thoughts creeping into our head. Imagine it, all the things we were told: money doesn't grow on trees, all this stuff. In order to do well, you got to work hard, and it, all these messages around money, some of which have to do with scarcity. We need to change those messages and turn those around, because scarcity, it's a infinite abundant universe. So that's a faulty narrative. So our environment around us, we got this Three Pentacles. So I feel like we're going kind of back to the grindstone, going back to school, sort of. This is the card of apprenticeship. He's working, playing a new trade, learning, kind of being judged to see how he's doing, how's it coming out, and all that. He's not alone. He's with people as he's learning. So I feel like we're going to be learning new things, learning new skills as we're moving into the new year, or thinking about what new skills we might want to acquire in the new year to make our lives better. In our hopes and fears sector, and that's a good question, because we got two cards. Okay, we got our bonus pixie card with this beautiful couple in an embrace and a kiss with these flying fish and all this water in the background. This card to me is all about love, connection, creativity, passion, intuition, following your intuition. I feel like that's your hope, what you want to do, and your fear is making the wrong decision. Okay, the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is having a choice to make, a decision to be made, and you're maybe overthinking it. You're not listening to down here, and you're overthinking it up here, and you feel blindfolded. You don't know what the right thing is, but you're really hoping for that love and connection and creativity and passion, right? And you don't want to choose the wrong thing, because look at your potential final outcome is this Seven of Cups. That's you've got all these beautiful cups and all these things that you could choose, ways you could go, avenues you could take, and you're afraid to choose the wrong one. Potential final outcome. So there are things we could do to help us choose, and like listen more to our intuition and our heart. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if our clarification card has more to do about that, about what to do in this situation of being afraid of making the wrong choice and having all these options. It could be more info about the heartache that we're stepping into in the immediate future. It could be more about we don't need to worry about the past really, but it could be more about this current feeling of scarcity that we're feeling. So let's find out what our clarification card is, shall we? Manifestation. We got the magician upright. Manifest. Yeah, we're manifesting something. So we're going back and having to train. I have a lot. I've been training and I've been training on AI a lot, and I've been just learning at an exponential level, learning so fast it makes my head hurt. Sometimes the tech stuff I've been trying to absorb, but I'm having fun doing it, and it's really cool. So yeah, we definitely are trying to manifest, obviously, and now as we're manifesting, we may have manifested more than we know what to do with. I feel like, so can we get further clarification on this manifestation that we're doing? Please, let's see, what deck? How about my 40-year-old writer deck? Almost 40 years old, this deck of cards, traditional Rider Waite. Can we get more clarification? Well, there's a card right there that wants to come out. Um, yeah, another two, because we got a bunch of twos. Two cups below us, two swords in our hopes and fears, and then out pops the two wands, uh, looking at a new living situation. Maybe we're considering moving to a new house, selling this house, moving somewhere else. Um, Often it has to do with that, or taking a trip, thinking of planning travel. So it could be that. Um, Definitely a fork in the road. Definitely a decision you're making. You're facing. You got the two swords here, like I said, and the two cups below you. Could even be a new relationship. For some of you watching, it could be somebody new in your life that you're making a connection with, and now you've got these options, and you don't want to choose. You're fearful of choosing the wrong thing. Don't be afraid, but do listen to your intuition. Okay, we need more clarification. So yeah, definitely choice, facing some choices. Can we get, and is there anything else that we need to know? Anything else we need to know? Let's see. I'm so curious. Crying over spilt milk. Five of Cups. Five Cups is the card. And remember what I said about fives and sixes? Fives are that backward pull, that backward suck. In the five cups, you've got six cups. You've got six cups in your crown. So it's warning. That's your warning. So your five cups is your warning. All right. You've got six in your crown telling you that's where your head needs to be, with the six cups, focused on gratitude, love, appreciation, gratitude for all the family, gratitude for just all of that stuff, rather than the five cups, which comes right before it, which is all about focusing on the losses. Okay, this can lead to the five of cups. This is what we're stepping into the immediate future. Some disagreements, arguments, little breakups, something. It could be big breakups, but usually if it's like a marriage or something, that you think that would be more like the tower, or I don't know, not necessarily. But anyway, the whole point is we're walking into some disagreements and breakups. So there's going to be a temptation to cry over spilt milk. Focus on those spilled cups instead of the two full cups behind you. And this card is a warning card. There's a river running under a bridge. It is literally saying that is water under the bridge. That has occurred. It's already been created. It's already been manifested. Don't focus over that, because that's not going to do any good. So do not cry. Whatever you do, don't be crying over spilt milk. That can also lead you to this feeling you're feeling right now of lack, because you're focusing on your losses, right? If you're focused on your losses and the things you had to give up to manifest what we want to manifest now, um, you're not going to get there. So those are our warning cards. Let's just pull a few more out of our Light Seekers Tarot. I love this tarot deck. The illustrations are beautiful. It's modeled after the Rider Waite. Um, so let's see what our Light Seekers Tarot has to say. What do we got here? Oh, the Hanged Man. Yeah. Oh, I love that card. The Hanged Man. Yeah, we're starting to look at things from totally different perspective. We have had such a shift in perspective on life and everything, that we're now looking at things from a different point of view, and it's bringing us peace and clarity. I love this Hanged Man though. She's, instead of hanging in a tree like in the traditional writer, she's in like one of these yoga swing things that I want to get. I love this tarot deck so much. Yeah. So I also love in this tarot deck, like many of the characters that are portrayed as men in the one deck are female in the other deck and vice versa. So that's kind of cool. So definitely looking things from whole new perspectives. Yes. Can we get maybe one or two more? One or two more cards to clarify. What else do we need? What else do we need to know about this message? What else do we need to know? Five of Cups again. Yeah, Five of Cups. That again came up. Crying over spilt milk. Don't do that. I feel like that five is gonna. You are all sixes. You're vibrationally, energetically. You've got all these sixes. Your flow is starting to flow in the right direction. So don't get stuck up in the five. Okay, release it. There's a lot of different rituals and things you can do to release some of this, so you don't. So you feel like you honor it but can let it go so you're not stuck in that frequency. Yeah, let's get just one final clarification on New Year's Day. Here we go. Here we go. And let's see. One more. Which one does it want to be? It wants to be a Page of Wands. Page of Wands, there's a message coming. There's a message coming about this trip, this travel, this decision, and you're also wanting to pursue your passions. You're you're the page, so you're going. They're also the ones who are like the apprentices as well. And so I feel like you're going to be following your passions this year and getting also a message about some message around that, around this move, this either a life move, either a move of actually where you're living or travel, regarding travel. And you're very soon going to be getting a message around that, I think. Okay. That was a fun reading, you guys, for New Year's Day. I gotta hop on over to TikTok, but I am creating a New Year's challenge, and I'm hoping people will take it on. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you to take on my New Year's challenge. I also triple dog dare you to make sure and post and share it to your wall so other people can share it so it can spread. So let's see how that goes. I'll be posting that soon. You guys have a most wonderful New Year's Day. Hi, Sandy. Moving toward starting a new career, no longer dwelling on the past. Yes, yes, yes. And this is going to be your year. 2025 was nine. It adds to nine, numerologically speaking, end of a cycle, really a lot of negativity. And the collective is experiencing a shift right now that's going to feel really, really good in the year of the fire horse, 2026, which is a 10, which is new beginning. Yay. Awesome. All right. I'm going to pop on over to TikTok and do a live over there. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Happy New Year.